Streamer University. It's a pretty large event. Almost more than 100 streamers came together to this one campus to try to learn how to grow as a streamer. There's a lot of drama when it happened last year. There's still a lot of drama when it happened this year.
Hey,
club director?
the first one's a warning. Do it again, it's gonna be a problem. It's because of you. There's fights going on. Suburb baby breaking into the dean's office. What the fucking guidance are you giving, bruh?
However, there was one class that particularly interests me. So, I decided to give it a watch. Maybe take away some stuff that I can learn so I can grow as a content creator. But hey, if you're interested in my growth as well, be sure to give it a follow, give it a subscribe. Maybe I'll make it big. Maybe I'll go end up in that university as well. Someday, I don't know. Let's not bank on it, alright? Oh, and stick to the end, because I believe after all of this, I concluded that streaming university is actually something very beautiful. You're welcome to argue in the comments, by the way. Obviously, I didn't realize the bar was that low looking at some of the clips. Like,
I stopped. Stop messing with my dean. Don't you ever in your life.
I know you walked away from me.
I feel like most of you are older than me, you know? But I also come along a clip where there's this one streamer who actually legit kind of looks like a professor. He's just like pulling up classes, not planning yet to be a streamer. The problem is, aside from like 1 or 2 clips, the rest of them I think are stuck in the VOD. So this is me recording myself going through all of that. I'll have to skip a lot of like pointless stuff. Anyway, here it goes.
It's important for you to study what you are passionate about, okay? You cannot be a streamer if you do not watch streams. It just doesn't work. I need you to find streamers in the niche you are in. I'm not playing. You are 30 minutes late to class. I'm not even in this class. Batman, go. That's even a better reason. Decent that.
What the? Why is Batman there? That took me out. What? Alright, lesson 1 there. Pick your goats, which it's right there. It's a Gen Z term. Pick who you look up as in the same sphere as you, and you pickpocket what exactly that you like about them. Oh, this will be hard because who are my goats? Fortunately or unfortunately, it's Russian Badger. There's his gameplay videos, but then there's his like bits. On a similar vein, Lazy Purple is also one of them. You don't know the guy, but he's my personal goat right here. Now the last guy, you got Aaron playing, Danny playing the straight man of Aaron's whatever, and vice versa too, to do a performance, and there's a clear dynamic. And just for sake of from content alone, yeah, I can already see it. So these are my goats. I'll put it right here. Lesson 1 done.
What? Do you remember when you first edited? Yes.
Like in my life?
Yes.
7 years ago.
Before you know.
Yes.
Streaming is a skill. You gotta stream to become a good streamer. That's step 1. Guys, that's time. Y'all are good. Appreciate y'all being here.
Alright, that's another thing as well. It's just repetition is key here. So like, alright, big takeaway is authenticity is also the consistency here. This is slightly difficult for me, specifically only because it's more of a me problem. It's a skill issue that I don't know what authentic on my part looks like. The short form is fun, it's authentic, comes from the heart, comes from a long form. The long form is also it's also authentic all the way through. Every single second, although there is a clip in it, it still comes from the heart. There's still a message to be said, and it's said from me.
I think you can trial things. I think you should take risks. I also think it's okay to have lost leaders. Big ideas, big events. Maybe they don't make a lot, but they mean a lot to the people who watch you. People see the effort that you put in. If you are not doing things that are exciting to you, exciting to them, viewers slip away.
Interesting. Let's go over ambition, because that is like the big thing, right? The unfortunate part is that ambition does not equate to money. you could have like a project that could have so much money in, so much time put into it. Your gain from it doesn't scale equal to it. Just because you, from a normal video to a super heavily edited video, doesn't scale well to the normal viewers I get. Maybe I'll get like 50% more, but like with my expectation is from this, I get at least double. That's like, unfortunately, it doesn't scale that way. Yes, you can still dream big, still have these big ideas, and in most cases it'll fail. But viewers will see the effort that you put in. It's not like an exact science of that will make more viewers, but at least they are able to see the authenticity of how much you care about it, and they'll stick around. Now, before I continue on, while I was busy like studying more from that video, I should probably let you know about the infamy of Streamer University. Because the premise of it, as you can see, it is hundreds and hundreds of streamers and content creators, young ones, and I guess they're around my age as well, and they haven't been taught or done anything in their journey. They've just been doing whatever. And without any proper guidance at the very beginning, you can see that it can stir up a lot of drama.
I'm not defending nothing. I'm saying it was content, and now you're forcing it. You're forcing it.
Okay, so look, if you're saying it's content, and I'm telling you, it's not content, nigga. It's not.
Good majority of them, like, are very disrespectful, very egoful, haven't been taught decency, or their pride gets in the way. And I think that's very important to why Streaming University kind of matters and kind of draws me in. Because yes, it is a very, very noisy and chaotic and incredibly messy as an event. But I think that's what makes the gems inside of it shine brighter. Just food for thought. Not gonna lie, it is pretty easy to say, this is Streamer University, it's just a clown fest. I'm just gonna keep laughing at all of these like content creators who are refusing to learn. But like, I see some of them, despite their youthful and very disrespectful appearance, looks like they still want to learn. And I think that willingness to learn feels a lot more inspiring when it's coming from them than just like a normal person, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the diamond in the rough mentality, or something like that, I don't know. Hey, we're here again. I changed the location just for a change of scenery, and also it's brighter. We're gonna watch day 3 and day 4 now. I don't even see that. Is that 4? That's 4. Alright.
Log on to Kick. They'll watch a stream there. Twitch. 240.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Okay, now we're cooking. Guys, YouTube in comparison.
Oh, what the hell? What?
2.6 billion.
Hold on, okay, this is like all of me explaining and such. I'm gonna mince it down very quickly. Give it a bit. So, YouTube, it is a big investment, as the guy said. Whether you're a streamer, or you're simply a guy that hangs around on Instagram, or you actually want to be a YouTuber, it all comes back to YouTube here. The reason that being is that YouTube is essentially where the money's at. Look, it's now in the place where it's basically a big business deal. 2.6 billion people use YouTube. Like, you can say almost a quarter of the entire world population uses YouTube. Anyone that uses the internet at all uses YouTube. So, if that's so many people there, if you go there, if you make something for them, well, you're gonna get a huge audience, and you're gonna get money, etc. The problem is that YouTube is a bit finicky. You can see here a lot of streamers, or heck, normal YouTubers trying to make it big with the intent of making it big, struggle. Struggle with views, struggle with effort, they struggle with consistency, they struggle with a lot of things. Like, you put so much effort into YouTube, but apparently it's not growing, you know? It's like a barren wasteland. But that is the reality of YouTube. And the name of the game for YouTube is grit. That's the spirit of being a YouTuber. You have to have yourself grit to slog through the negative feedback of YouTube. As long as you know what you're doing, you just have to like ignore all of that negative feedback, because other websites, you do something, they'll say something back, either as a chat or a like, whatever. YouTube, you just have to go through the silence. You don't know if it's gonna bang or not. The bang or not, it will only happen in a year from now. But who knows, even in a year now, it might flop, whatever. But what you have to do is, when the numbers go down, you have to keep going. Keep going. That's what you do as a YouTuber. That's what I took away from that. Anyways, now for the other actual techniques of how to be a YouTuber. Because apparently, there's actually a cheat code to it. Great, perfect, yay! Alright.
I'm going to show you 2 thumbnails. These come directly from Mr. Beast. I asked him for his A/B testing.
Oh!
So there's going to be an objective.
I didn't realize Mr. Beast is actually getting into
And
this.
these ones are pretty lopsided. Who thinks left is better?
I think it's left. Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, I guessed correctly. Left was the better one. A thumbnail is not an art piece, it is simply a packaging. Like, who cares if you're a Mona Lisa, if it's the Mona Lisa, if you put it on like a candy wrapper, no one's gonna look at it. They'll look at it like, oh, why is it so brown or something? For me, honestly, a good packaging will be something like Cadbury or like a red candy wrapper. Like something like, it looks very delectable, I shall eat it. And with that, honestly, candy wrapper is a good analogy too, because with a candy wrapper, it's like smudge. It's never like a clear definition. So you need just the general look of a thumbnail to make people want to watch. That's the key here. I look at them, when you blur it, I think, the one on the left has more something going on. Like the one on the right is just a guy standing in something and it's a bit gray. And the guy on the left is like, what is he like something? And there's like a hand out. What is that hand thing? So that's more like, what is that? And then you look a bit closer, like, oh, it's a survival thing. I'm gonna watch it now. Back skeleton I have for when if I ever make thumbnails is interesting poses, which means I have to deliberately make them, and interesting colors, which thankfully have MS Paint, so that's not a problem here. All right, back to it. We're not doing title. Yeah, for one title.
That we have a successful title. How do we help ourselves get a successful YouTube video? Y'all. Steal that shit.
Oh, all right.
Steal that shit.
Okay.
I promise you, I have stolen more YouTube titles than I can think of. I promise you.
Name of the game of titles is to use the shotgun. You gotta copy them. You gotta steal them. But not just like one-to-one, because obviously sometimes you have an idea that only you have. But there are tried and true like because the title is just a sentence, right? And like those are just a bunch of words. And if you know YouTube, YouTube's a search engine. They like specific words. So just use the word. They don't own words. They don't own the sentence how I accidentally X. Just take that word, use it on the thing that you want. You know, stuff like that. That's probably what it is, because I was living in a bubble, like a very small bubble in YouTube. Wow, there's so many people, yet none of them are watching. What's going on? Well, because I don't see what they're doing. If I want to make big as a YouTuber, I gotta have to properly live in it. Properly live in it means that I probably need to actually watch some actual YouTubers, and not just stuff from my otaku sphere. In essence, the big about it is that you have to be a little bit sensitive. Not to the sensitive, oh, I'm gonna quit altogether, but sensitive in the way of, if it works, cool, use it. If it's not, don't push through it. If it ain't working, it ain't working. Leave it be sometimes. Like, for example, if it's something that worked for other people and you use it and it didn't work, that's like a 50-50, because it worked for other people, it didn't work for me. So maybe it's just analysis. If I tried something new and it didn't work, yeah, out. Because like, unless I really liked it, nah, it ain't working, pal. Especially when I want to have an end goal of money. I can do that, put it in like in a different platform, just not YouTube.
We're gonna talk about intros.
I like this one.
That is the third part of packaging.
This one's the one I struggled the most.
Intros to a video. It is have to find them. How are we gonna find them? There's a problem. There's stakes.
Obstacle, yeah.
That's why it matters
Something at
a
stake.
lot. This one's optional, but I
Like-
think it's valuable.
Like, what's the conflict here?
Okay, I have a subscriber plug in that one. That one got me 16,000 subscribers.
Oh. So we have a title. No, sorry. I already messed up the intro. Intro is very important because thumbnail and title is what makes them click into the video. The intro is what makes them stay. And in this case, there are 4 P's. All these 4 P's within the minute. The first, premise. If it's an interesting premise, people will stick around. So I guess that depends on, well, easy way to do a premise is literally what's happening in the video. The problem, which is basically the conflict. What are we trying to go through? What are we trying to fight against? The plug, which is an optional case. And I think I just need to keep asking myself, do people click off when there is a plug nowadays? I think now people are tolerable enough to say like, no, I'll just skip 5 seconds ahead of your plug, but I get what you mean. Like, it's not a detriment if you put a plug, but if it works, perfect. Okay, I think payoff is like you are teasing something in the video that will make people stick through the entire video for that payoff. So it's like a little carrot by the end of the road. In my case, it's like, oh, wait, watch till the end of the video. I guess something like that, but it doesn't feel very interesting. But at least there's a payoff. If you have all 4 P's, it will like, a good majority of people will stick through. Yeah, intro is important. It's just a practice that I'll have to do more over. And it's like, I guess I can just do voiceover, because that's literally what an intro is.
A month later, I'm like, full banger videos. I like the workflow I have. I like the life that I lead. I don't want to put all this effort and high production into one YouTube video. I want to have a chat that I talk to.
This is just like life advice, I would say. But like, the guy that I've been listening to this entire time has essentially said, don't trust everything. Sometimes what works for him might not work for me. There might be times where the things I want might not be in the path that he's teaching. You really need to know what you want. So that, for example, let's say a rich dude comes up to you and say, hey, here's the recipe for success. You look over it, and then they look over your wants and needs and things you think, and it's like, oh, to get rich, it costs your brother. And you look over, wait a minute, my brother is on my love list. I don't want to lose my brother. So I think as much as I like getting rich, I think I'm going to stick with it. I know what I want to stick with me. So it's a lot of critical thinking. It's also just, you need to be aware of who you are as a person, which, I'm not gonna lie, is egoful, but also like, you have stats. Like, you have like video game stats as a person. Don't look at the stats and say, oh, I have worse attack stat than another person. You look at it for what it is. Like, for the average, it's pretty decent. Alright, last day.
About what happens next. You guys have made it through Streamer U, and I have to say to you all, congratulations! You guys need to prepare yourselves for the fall off. It is inevitable. My show speed is going to fall off. Kai Cenat is going to fall off.
Everyone will lose popularity sometimes. The trend will go away, and some will stick, but most will go. That is simply a reality. And so it's just a good investment to not attach your self-worth to your viewers. Just because you're losing viewers does not mean you're losing as a person. The thing, however, is to stick to what you can control. Your craft. Stick to your craft. Stick to making the best that you can be at that moment. And the rest, leave it up to God. That's what I got anyway. Anyways.
That's great. Cool. That's the least important part of the plot. Are you gonna stop hanging out with your friends because it doesn't get you views?
Wow, okay. Wow. I mean, that's dumb. Dumb. The guy mentioned up collabs, right? Ludwig. Sorry, I gotta mention his name. Gotta be a bit more polite because this is very useful. Ludwig pulled out how to collaborate, and it's 3 things. Fun, because people like fun. Easy, when you propose to collab, make it easy for them to work with you. If they have to put in the effort just to work with you and you're the one suggesting it, one-sided. If anytime I want to work together with someone, especially someone that's also a creator, or heck, anyone, just anyone, the trick is those two. It needs to be fun to work with, so maybe we both have a similar interest, we both have a common goal that will be fun if we both work together, and easy. Maybe in the easy, maybe it's like, okay, I have this expectation, here's exactly what you need to do, and I'll do this. We cover each other's bases, we're gonna work towards that thing, and it's gonna be fun. Yeah? Yeah. Like, healthy communication is the key here, and as a solo hermit that's living in a corner of the internet, well, I think this is something I'll have to get used to. But it looks fun. Collabing looks fun, especially if someone's also a content creator. They might catch my drift. But yeah, okay, back to it. Let's go.
Who's to say I know what I'm talking about? I got lucky. Genuinely, every tip and trick is useless. Do you know what actually matters? Is creating something that people connect with. You can be dog shit at optimization, but if you create something that people connect with, people will watch it.
So I've learned a whole bunch from Streaming University thanks to Professor Ludwig. But I think the biggest takeaway I took from it, beyond just knowledge, I think was inspiration. Because, I don't know why, but that professor reminds me a lot of those grand teacher stories that I'm very fond of. You know, Assassination Classroom with Koro Sensei, Grand Teacher Onizuka with Onizuka, heck, even the Ron Clark story, the movie. And I think the reason why is best explained by the late Matthew Perry playing as Ron Clark.
These kids are at the bottom of the barrel.
Don't talk about them like that. The problem isn't the kids. It's not even what they can achieve. The problem is what you expect them to achieve. You are setting the bar here. Why? Set it up here. They can make it.
Because if it's normal students, like, great, these are just great knowledge. Sure, whatever. But when the target audience is these very uncontrollable, untamable streamers, especially in the world of content, when there is no strict rules or anything, it feels inspiring that even when you feel like you have this horrible reputation, or when you're dejected by society, you still have a chance. You still have a chance to grow, and you still have a chance to turn your life around, and you still have a chance to succeed. That's about it. Peace. I rolled off that snap. My butt hurts like crazy. Was it worth it? It'd be good for content. Was it good for my health? I'll walk it off.
If you do all the tips and tricks, does that guarantee you'll be successful? Absolutely not. And you guys know this to be true, okay? You are the sauce. You are what matters. You, your personality, your authenticity, the things you are passionate about. I really need you guys to take this lesson home. This is something I cannot teach you. No one here can teach you. We sit here at Streamer U saying we know the answers. If you listen, you will learn. That is not true, okay? What is actually true is that you have something special inside of you, and you need to connect with people, okay, on a personal level, and that is the only way that you will get big. All right? That is really it. Do you guys agree with me on this point? Do you understand what I'm saying here? Zero tips and tricks will help you. Zero. You can optimize success, but success comes from you. And I cannot teach you how to be authentically you. I got some examples here.
Right.
All right.
I'm running out of